darlings, it's Emma here, Timeless Cookery. I've got a whole heap of pears. It's that time of year when you've got this glut of fruit and what's to do with it all, and I cannot be sitting down and peeling all these pears. I just don't have time. But the good news is poached pears are just a piece of cake. Literally, you just put them in a pan like that, and you put some liquid with them. In this case, I'm going to use some homemade dandelion wine. Oh, which smells a bit like Retsina, which is that lovely wine from Greece, which they make with, flavoured with it's grape juice, but flavoured with the resin of the pine tree. What medicine the pine tree gives us. Gum spirits, which are a very interesting way to get rid of parasites. But that's another story. So yeah, now I've poached, I'm literally just going to turn that on and poach the pears, put that on like a lid, and then you get a really lovely soft pear like this, which you can then really easily make into a tart or something, because look, it takes no effort whatsoever to cut that pear into pieces and take the middle out. Then you can make a pretty pattern on the bottom of your bowl. You can make an upside down cake as well with this recipe actually. Poached pears, piece of cake. Look, like the knife goes through it like butter. So no effort required, right? That's not taken long at all. So I'm going to line my dish with pears, and then you can either make a crumble, supremely easy, out of almond meal, as usual. We do use a lot of almond meal around here. Try and get it organic. Almond meal and butter. So I just grab a bit of butter there and work it into the almond meal to make like a crumble, yeah? And then I'm not going to sweeten it with sugar, obviously, because we don't do sugar, do we, on Gaps? But I could give it a little lift with cinnamon, which is a blood sugar regulator, and it's really sweet, you know? Cinnamon is super sweet. So look, I've already got what looks like a, you know, it looks like breadcrumbs, doesn't it? It looks like the kind of crumble you do. It's much quicker than doing it, you know, with conventional flour. So I'm just going to put a bit of cinnamon in there, yummy. And maybe I could use a tiny bit of powdered stevia. This is literally just the leaves of stevia. So I'll just put a tiny sprinkle of that in, and that'll lift it and give it a bit of sweetness. And literally work that in like that. Literally then, I just put that on top of my pears and stick it in the oven. How long did that take? Literally seconds. This is why it's timeless cookery. There is no time. I was asking my daughter the other day, if we're going 60 miles an hour and it's 10 miles to Grandad Barry's house, how long will it be before we get there, trying to do a bit of homemade maths, you know? And she just went, there is no time, Mum. So the kids are really well ahead of us. Yeah, so crumble, poached pears, crumble, piece of cake. See me at timelesscookery.com if you want more top tips on how to spend no time whatsoever cooking and use the food as medicine. Any kind of inflammatory disease, any kind of autoimmune issues, Gaps, gut and psychology syndrome will give you what you need to heal and seal the gut, recolonize with the good guys, and survive and thrive in these troubled times. Lots of love. Bye.